Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Our code project is DUE 50032. Communicative English 3 Oral Presentation Team Smoking Case in Malaysia. Group member Sulaiman Tanjung 70 DP 20F 2029. Yusuf Badawi 70 DP 20F 2030 and Ilham Deni 70 DP 20F 2031. Kelas DP4A. Lecturer Miss Halini binti Khairuddin. Content page number 1. Introduction page number 3. Number 2. Content finding and data analysis. Page 4 to 21. And number 3 is conclusion. Page 22. Introduction. Smoking case in Malaysia. Presenter 1. Sulaiman Tanjung bin Syahrir 70 DP 20F29. Me. Smoker age by percent. As we can see from here, the graph in the bottom lower, from lower to higher and down to the lower spec. Smoker age by percent. Yeah, 50 to 18, 50%. 90 to 25, 40%. 26 to 35, 30%. And 36 and to 60, 50%. Source in Ashraf Awani, Berita Malaysia. Introduction. The graph above shows smoker age by percentage in Malaysia. The survey was done around Malaysia. Future. 50.9 smoker in Malaysia is teenager between age 50 to 18 years old. 14% smoker in Malaysia between age 90 to 25 years old. And 30% smoker in Malaysia between 26 to 35 years old. 40.1% smoker in Malaysia from 35 to 16 years old. Comparison. Kuala Lumpur, a total of 50.9% of teenager aged 50 to 18 in Malaysia use tobacco product. The findings show that 11.6% of that age group are smoking and another 7.5% use vape or e-cigarettes. In Malaysia, the smoker teenager is constantly increasing because of peer influence. Conclusion. Giving full support to the effort of the Ministry of Health Malaysia KKM in implementing the act of banning cigarette, vaping and all smoking devices from the generation born after 2007. Concern parent, non-smoker and patients suffering from the ill effect of smoking must voice your support. Next is a diagram 2. Adult female smoke rate. As we can see from here, the first one till the last one is decreasing. Source from Statista Malaysia female smoking rate. Introduction. The graph above shows adult female smoking rate. The future, the female smoking rate in Malaysia decreased to 1.1% since the previous year. Therefore, 2020 marked the lowest rate during the observed period. The rate constantly decreasing over the last year. Comparison. As we can see in 2002, the adult female rate was 4.1%, then it went down to 3% in 25. In 2010, it was down to 2.2%. In 2050, it dropped to 1.6% and dropped more in 2018 by 1.3% and in 2019 by 1.2% and finally 1.1% in 2020. The conclusion we can describe from the graph is going down because it's not easy to influence a woman to smoke if someone asks them to smoke. Social media like TikTok can prevent them from smoking. If the teenager or NGOs can make a video to stop smoking or no smoking. Thanks. That for me only.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning. My name Muhammad Yusuf bin Badawi. My number matrix 17 DEP 20F 2030. Now I'm present about data analysis, bar graph and pie chart. Okay. We can see diagram 3. The number of smoking by age in 2019. In the red box, we can see currently smoking, and blue box is currently not smoking. Okay, next. Okay, introduction. The graph above show makes smoker and non-smoker as by percentage in Malaysia. The survey was done around 2019 in Malaysia. Feathers. 24% smoker in Malaysia is teenager between 15 to 19 years old. 76% non-smoker in Malaysia is teenager between 15 to 19 years old is the highest than other age. The percentage of total death is unevenly increasing and decreasing according to age. Comparison. Almost half or 49% of men aged 30 to 13 years old currently smoke. Smoking prevalence rates at 45% or higher cut across all age group among men, except for male teen aged 15 to 19, of whom 24% light up. 17.4% of boys and girls aged 13 to 15 currently smoke. Last one, conclusion. In conclusion, teenagers need to be monitored by their parents 3 times a week to keep them from smoking and give full support for them. Okay. Next, data analysis pie chart. We can see diagram 4. The number of death caused by cigarette by age in 2019. 18 to 24 years old is 5%. 25 to 30 is 16%. 31 to 36 years old 22%. 37 to 42 years old 20%. And 43 to 48 is 19%, and last one 49 to 54 is 16%. Okay, introduction. The graph above shows percentage death caused by cigarette in Malaysia. The survey was done around 2019. Filters. Okay, that's what I talked about slide before. 5 death caused cigarette in Malaysia is between 18 to 24 years old. 16 is between 25-30 years old. 22 that cause cigarette is between 31 to 36 years old. 20% that cause cigarette is between 37 to 42 years old. 19% that cause cigarette is between 43 to 48 years old, and 16% that cause cigarette is between 49 to 54 years old. Next. Comparison. 22% is the highest of death due to smoking between 31 to 36 years than others. Around the age of 25 to 30 and 49, 54 years old, with 16% of total death. Same percentage, 16%. And conclusion. In conclusion, they need to immediately meet with the Ministry of Health Malaysia, KKM, to get treatment and give full support for them to shun and stop smoking. This can lead to death in Malaysia due to smoking.
Hello everyone, my name is Muhammad Hamdani and my number matrix is 17 DEP 20F 2031. Today I'm going to present to you about smoking rate from year 2000 until 2020. Let's go. So next is this is the pie chart of the from year 2000 until 2020. As you can see, in year 2000 there are 23% people smoking, and it is decreasing until 2020. in 2020, there was 17% people smoking. Okay. Next, our introduction in this chapter is prevalence of smoking is the percentage of men and women ages 15 and over who currently smoke any tobacco product on a daily or non-daily basis. It excludes smokeless tobacco use. The rates are age standardized. And for comparison, from 2015 to 2019, there are no percentage increasing. And in 2005, the smoking rate is 27.5 greater than in 2010, which is 25.9%. And in conclusion, from this statistic, we can see that the smoking rate is decreasing every year. Smoking is not healthy for our body, and people start to realizing it, and they stop smoking. Next, this is graph from year 2000 until 2020. In this graph, it is decreasing the percentage of people smoking. And that's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. My name is Shaul Aiman bin Muhammad Azman and my matric number is 17EP20F2025. My first data analysis is bar chart. This diagram is about death caused by smoking in the world for years 2000, 2010 and 2030. As you guys can see, the red color is shown as high income country while blue color is referred to middle and low income country. The graph above shows death caused by smoking in high-income countries and low and medium countries, 2000 until 2030. There is 2.8 million smokers from high-income countries. In addition, in 2010, as many as 3.9 million deaths were recorded in middle and low-income countries. Lastly, the percentage of total deaths in middle and low-income countries will increase to 6.4 million in 2030. From the graph, since years 2000, smoking has caused 5 until 6 million deaths worldwide each year, and after 10 years, the death rate had climbed by 22%. Okay, the conclusion is by 2030, the number of deaths caused by smoking is expected to rise to 8 million a year, 80% of which will be in low and middle income countries. So, to reduce this number, the government needs to play an important role so that deaths due to smoking can be reduced. Okay, next data analysis is row chart. The graph below shows smoker by ethnicity in Malaysia. In Malaysia, 50.6% of smokers are ethnic Indian. In Malaysia, ethnic Chinese account for 7.3% of smokers, the lowest rate among other races. In Malaysia, 15.7% of smokers are of Malay origin and 23.1% of smokers in Malaysia are ethnic Bumiputra Sarawak, which is the highest of any other group. In Malaysia also, ethnic Bumiputra Sabah account for 20.6% of smokers and other ethnicity account for 18.6% of smokers in Malaysia. Okay, from the statistic, Chinese people have a lower rate of smoking than other races, hence they are less likely to develop heart disease. According to the data, only 42% of Sabah and Sarawak ethnic group and 54% of other ethnic group have an active smoking population. Okay, from this data, we can conclude that Sarawak Bumiputra make up the majority of smokers in Malaysia. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you.
Conclusion. In conclusion, we need to eliminate it in our country so that there are no more cases of death due to smoking. Always remember that you cannot stop making immediately because it harms you. Try to reduce and then slowly and gradually eliminate. That's from me. Thank you.